Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today is, I guess, kind of part 3 of my kind of unofficial series of decluttering and kind of showing you my collection and all that good stuff. So today is blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. And I just went ahead and decided to make this a one big video versus separating it because those 3 categories, this is what I have. So I mean, it's a lot of makeup. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I thought it would be best kind of keeping it all together. So I do have 2 of these videos that I've already filmed. I will link both of them down below. I have one where I did eyeshadow palettes, and then my second video I did eyeshadow singles, loose pigments, eyeshadow crayons, and glitters. So I will link both of those down below if you want to check those out later. And so yeah, it's an unofficial series. So if you want to get a really good look at my collection as well as what I'm going to declutter, definitely keep on watching. So I'm gonna start with this little group of things right over here. And the reason why they're separate, it's an assortment of blush, bronzers, and highlighters. A couple of them are in a bin because I have a video that I'm wanting to film and I don't want to confuse them like with regular products because it took me a minute to kind of figure out what I wanted to use for this particular video. So these are separate, and then my makeup basket products are over here, and I don't wanna kind of forget that they're in there. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do those first so I can get them out of the way. So this right here is the LA Colors Liquid Shimmer Highlighter, and I have not really tried this yet. They actually have a couple different colors of these at the Dollar Tree, and I thought it looked kind of similar to Benefit High Beam. So like I said, I have not really used this yet, so it's gonna be in a future video, so that's why it is separate. So yes, definitely hanging on to this. Then the bronzer that I have is the LA Colors bronzer. This is in Working Gal, and this is part of the Beauty by the Decades line that LA Colors has, and it's a really, really pretty blush, and you probably really can't see it on my hand very well, although it is a very pretty matte blush. So of course, keeping that, I've only used it once so far, and it's gonna be in a video, so I'm definitely hanging on to that. Then this blush was actually a purchase from Shop Miss A, and I liked it way more than I thought. And it is really pretty, and it is also gonna be in that same video. So this is the Lumi Radiant Blush. This is in Ravish. And when I bought it, I was so afraid it was gonna be too shimmery and not enough color, and it has both. It does both really well, so this is gonna be in a future video. So yes, definitely keeping this. Then for the 3 products in my makeup basket this week, I have the NARS Orgasm X, and this is new for me. This was in a haul video recently, and it is very pretty. You know, NARS blushes are just amazing. So yeah, definitely, of course, keeping this, and it is in my makeup basket this week. And also in my makeup basket is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and I've had this for a really long time. I'm really kind of trying to finish it up, so definitely keeping that, hoping to finish that up sooner rather than later. And then this here as well is also in my makeup basket. This is the Benefit High Beam, and I've used it quite a bit. I still got a good amount of product in there because a little of this goes a long way. But yeah, I went ahead and decided to put this in my makeup basket this week. I used to love liquid highlighters, and I don't use them much anymore with all the powders. But yeah, this is like an old school product that I still have. So definitely keeping this. Okay, now let's get started in the rest of it. Like I said, I'm gonna start with blush. So I have this Maybelline Fit Me blush, and this was given to me, and I've used it quite a bit, and it's really a very, very pretty blush. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this. And FYI, I don't really know how much of this stuff I'm actually gonna declutter. We'll just kind of have to see. My last video with the eyeshadow singles, I thought I would declutter more than I did, and I ended up keeping way more than I expected. This might be the opposite. I'm not really expecting to get rid of a lot, but who knows, you know, the video is still young. So next is this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush. And this is in the color Innocent Flush. And I've used it quite a bit. It's a lot prettier in the pan than it is on my skin. It's just kind of a tad, well, kind of a really too light for me. So I think I'm going to definitely go ahead and declutter this because I do have a lot of blushes that have a really good color payoff for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Then I've got the old school NARS blush, and you've seen this before in my makeup baskets and all that good stuff. My case is an absolute mess, especially when you compare it to my new one. You know, it's got those kind of rubbery cases, which are amazing, but they just collect everything. But I have finally hit pan. I think I hit pan last year. I have had this, you guys, for a really, really long time. And I don't know how the quality is held up. A lot of times, you know, I can have an eyeshadow for a really long time and not notice a difference, or have any kind of makeup product for a long time and not really notice a difference in the quality. And I don't know that this is not the case for this. So I do think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for now, but I think this is gonna be decluttered maybe the next go around for sure. Then I've got this ColorMates blush. This is in Marvelous. And I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this blush when I bought it. I'd seen it around for years, like at the Dollar Tree, and never picked it up until a couple months ago. And it is actually, I did not have high hopes at all, and it's way better than I thought. So I'm definitely gonna be hanging on to this. So next I have the Revlon Powder Blush. This is in Classy Coral. It has a discounted sticker on the back, so I probably got this at like Big Lots or something like that. And the color is really, really pretty on the inside, but I think this is kind of like the L'Oreal one. It just doesn't have a lot of color payoff for me. It's actually even worse. It's just a little light for my skin and just doesn't have a whole lot of punch. I like something kind of a little brighter. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on, seeing it as to how it is in really, really good shape. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. Then I've got this LA Colors blush. This is in Groovy. This is again from the Beauty Through the Decades line. And it's a really pretty blush. It's kind of on the lighter side and shimmery, but I really like the quality of these blushes. So yeah, even though I may not reach for it very much because of the color, if I do, it'll be in the wintertime when I'm not quite as tan. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to it for the time being. And this is from Believe Beauty. It's kind of at that place where it had like that little metal sticker on it. This is the Born to Blush in Rosy Glow, and this is from a video I did fairly recently on Believe Beauty, and this is beautiful. Again, it's shimmery, but there is a really pretty color payoff, and I've just been really kind of loving that lately. It's very Nara's Orgasm, so I guess, you know, and the blush is excellent quality. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hanging on to this. Then this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party Dress, and I got this in an Ipsy glam bag, and this has been in my makeup basket several times. It's a very bright kind of a blush, and so I really do like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. So then I have this I also got like in a beauty subscription of some sort. It's the Pixie Fresh Face Blush. This is in Beach Rose, and the cover broke off in my makeup bag at some point last year, and that is the color there. I don't know how well you can see that. And you know, the color just isn't pretty enough. I don't love it enough to kind of keep dealing with this packaging issue, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this away. Okay, so let me explain. Again, another packaging issue. So this is a bag that like those little round puff, like powder puffs come in, and it's kind of the perfect size for this container. It's the same issue, that the top broke off. And this is a NYX blush. It is the NYX powder blush in Cinnamon. And I don't really know why they call it cinnamon. There's really nothing cinnamon about it, but I guess it's a little bit more. But it is really pigmented, and you can see right there. I like to wear this on the stage, so I do kind of love it enough at the moment to deal with the packaging issue. Plus it fits really nicely in this bag, and it hasn't cracked or anything like that like the Pixie one has. So it's not really making a big mess. Of course, if it shatters or something like that, I may go ahead and just get rid of it then, but I think for the time being, I'm gonna keep it. I also too don't really have this color in my collection at the moment too, so I'm just gonna, until it gets bad or something like that, I think I'm gonna hang on to it for another while. Okay, then I've got this. I don't even know where I got this. I think I bought it on sale somewhere a while back. It's the Physicians Formula Magic Mosaic Multicolored Custom Blush. This is in nude/warm nude, and I have not touched this. It's completely unswatched. It comes with a brush underneath and a mirror. It's that kind of a compact. Like I said, you can tell I have not swatched it at all. So let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna, it's just way too light. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and pass that on. Then I've got this blush. This is the brand Dome, and this is the color English Rose. I got this in an Ipsy glam bag not too long ago, and I've used it. It may have been in a makeup basket not too awful long ago. It's a really pretty color. You can kind of see right there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for a while, but it may get decluttered maybe next go around, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for right now. And then this was given to me by a friend. I don't know what the brand is at all, but it's just this little bronzer and blush and highlight kit. And to be honest, I was actually keeping this backstage at work just for a quick little pick-me-up. The highlighters are all actually really pretty. It comes with like a gold and then like a more of like a white shade. Then it comes with like a pinkish shade. And then it's got this kind of like white shade. So it's actually really pretty. And of course, like some of the blushes, like usually I would just take like my brush and just like go over the whole thing. But it's got like a matte bronzer. It's got like and I'm assuming these are blushes and bronzers, not eyeshadows, but looks like some bronzers and some stuff. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this and kind of keep it for like an emergency for the time being. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely hang on to this. So now we've got bronzers. So let's just go ahead and get started. So this is a Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. This is in What Shady Beaches, and you have seen this in my makeup basket. I really like this bronzer. It's a little shimmery, but nothing overpowering. I really like the warmth of this. And the packaging looks way worse than the condition it's actually in. I've used it often, but not enough to like really hit pan or anything like that. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. Then I have this bronzer by Believe Beauty. Again, I bought that when I bought the blush. And this is really pretty. This is the In the Tropics bronzing powder. This is in Hawaiian Glow. And you really can't see it on my skin. I don't know if I'm tan enough at the moment. You can kind of see it under my arm right there. Yeah, this is something I have to kind of wear when I'm not quite as tan. It's got a little bit of a cooler tone. It's not quite as warm. And I do tend to have a lot of warm bronzers, and this, like I said, has a little bit more of a taupe, cool tone. So yeah, definitely keeping this for sure. And then this little bronzer here, this is from the YC collection. This is the matte bronzer in Caramello. I got this in an Ipsy as well, and I love this shade. It's very warm, which I do like a lot. And yeah, see, there it is right there. This is one of my favorite shades of bronzer that I have. So yeah, I am definitely keeping this. And then this was from my Shop Miss A video. It's actually a blush, but I have it in here with my bronzers. When I ordered from them, I wanted enough to do a full face, and they didn't have a bronzer either at all. They were probably sold out of, I think, everything. But the ones that I saw, I didn't really like, and I don't even think they had any like pressed powders that were dark enough to be a bronzer. So I went ahead and picked this blush. It's the AOA Studio Perfect Blush. This is in Fino, and it's probably gonna be too light for my skin at the moment, so I'm gonna do it under my arm. It's kind of warm and a little bit on the lighter side, but I think, you know, it actually would be pretty probably as a blush too. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this for a little while longer. It might not make the next cut, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep this, because I am wanting to do another full face of Shop Miss A, where I do like some different eye looks, because I've got some eyeshadow that I haven't used yet, and I've got some shades of highlighter that are in this palette that I need to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this. Then you've seen this a lot. This is the Hanalei Matte Bronzer. This has been in several makeup baskets. I'm trying to use it up. It's tiny, but I tell you what, it's very smooth, very velvety, and it's a really, really nice bronzer. It's a little bit on the cooler side. I'm definitely gonna be keeping this for sure. And then this is the DLS bronzer. I think that stands for Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics. This is in Skinny Dip, and it is very shiny. So see how shiny that is? Really not much of a bronzer. And I don't really mind, like, I love a matte bronzer. I don't really mind like a shimmery blush as much. But I don't know that, I think I had this in work, and I was kind of using it on my chest to kind of add some sparkle. And I may go ahead and keep it for that purpose, just to kind of add a little bit of a bronze sparkle to my chest for the stage. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for that purpose. Then I bought this for a fairly recent Dollar Tree video. I think this was the Color Workshop, and it's just a little Color Workshop bronzer. I don't think it has a shade at all. And this was actually surprisingly good. Again, it's kind of warm, but it's matte, and it's really very nice. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. When you put a bunch of bronzers on your arm and stuff and look at your fingers from swatching them, you realize really kind of how different they all are. They all have slightly different undertones. Some are more pigmented, some are shimmery. It's amazing how different they are. I'm really kind of surprised. So this right here, spoiler alert, is in my current giveaway. And speaking of my current giveaway, I will link the video down below where you can find out the details of my giveaway, as well as see all the products. And I also kind of combined it with a personal Dollar Tree haul as well. So definitely check that out. I'll have it linked below if you are interested in entering. But spoiler alert, there is one of these in there. So I've had this since my very first YouTube video, a little over a year ago. It is the Beauty Benefits Hollywood Bronzer. And I have used this quite a bit, but it's still very much intact. And you know, it's just a nice little matte bronzer. It's probably a little bit light for my skin at the moment, although it really is showing up pretty good, you know, especially if you want kind of a natural effect. Really nice little bronzer for $1, so I'm definitely keeping that. And I've got one more bronzer left. This is the Nomad brand. This is the Kiss of Sun Bronze and Contour Powder. And I got this in an Ipsy glam bag as well. Very velvety, it's very soft. I don't usually always get to feel that when I'm using the product because I use a brush, so I kind of forget how nice some of these products are. You can't really see it very much. Let me see if I can see it under my arm. It might be something I have to use when I'm not tan. Yep, you can see it there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save this for when I'm not so tan. So I did not actually get rid of any bronzers. I guess I don't really have many. I probably only have about 8 or so. And I do use a lot of bronzers. So that's really not that bad for a makeup lover to have. So now we've got highlighters. So I'm just gonna start from the top here. Again, this may not be a cutthroat declutter here as well, but at least you'll get to see what I have, and I might change my mind. I might decide to pass something on to a friend. So this first one here is the Milk Makeup Highlighter. It's like the stick highlighter, and I've had this for a while. It's actually almost gone. It's all the way up to the very top. I probably only have like, I don't even know, 1/8 of an inch. I don't even know if it's that much, but it's really pretty. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep this and really try to use it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Then I've got the Ofra highlighter in Glow Goals. This is the Ofra with Nikki Tutorials highlighter. And this is like a full-size product, so this was amazing to get in an Ipsy. And this is really pretty. It's the only thing of Ofra I've ever tried. So yeah, I am definitely keeping this. Then this is the LA Colors highlighter. This is in the color Jazzy. This is also from the Beauty Through the Decades line that LA Colors had. And this is stunning. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous for a highlight. It's really beautiful to do the inner corners of the eyes and the brow bone. Yes, definitely keeping this. Then I've got the NARS Orgasm Illuminator. And I bought this at TJ Maxx, I think earlier in the year, I believe, either that or late last year. But I wanted this for years, and it wasn't until I saw it at the TJ Maxx that I decided to buy it. I haven't really used it like in a video yet or anything like that, but you can see it right there. Kind of what I like to do with a liquid product like this is mix it into my foundation. So I'm definitely keeping this, and that's pretty much what I use any kind of a tube liquid highlighter or liquid highlighter. With the exception of like one that I'm going to show you here in a minute. But yeah, I like to mix these in with my foundation for like a really nice kind of luminous finish. So definitely keeping that. And while I'm on that, I've got the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint. This is in Gold Star. I found this at the Dollar Tree, and it's really pretty as well. It's a little bit more much than the NARS Orgasm Illuminator, but they're really kind of a similar color. So I've got a video in mind for this, so I'm definitely gonna be hanging on to this, at least until then. So now we've got the Smashbox Artificial Light Luminizing Lotion. This is in Glare. I've had this for so long, you guys. I, again, mixed this with my foundation as well, and it's very pretty. It's kind of got a slightly purplish, I think they had like 3 different ones of these, like color-wise, and with slightly different hues. And honestly, this is so old and it kind of feels a little sticky-ish. I think I'm gonna go ahead and toss this. And I'm pretty sure it's my first high-end product in all these videos that I've tossed. So yeah, I think it's maybe turned. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. So this is actually a Bare Minerals eyeshadow, but I have actually been using it as like a highlighter. It's called Bare Skin. And it's really pretty. It actually is like almost the same color as that Smashbox. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's really pretty. I'm gonna definitely go ahead and keep this. And then I've just got this like really small Benefit High Beam. It's actually like, this is like a little sample size. I think I got it when I bought some other stuff. And it's sealed. It still has the shrink wrap and all that good stuff on it. And since it's sealed, and I do have a lot of highlighters, including still have a bunch of Benefit High Beam, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. So then I've got this Winky Lux holographic highlighter, and I think this is in the shade Charm. And I've hit pan because I've used this quite a bit. It's really pretty. It's like a white with like a pinkish kind of a cast. And so I'm definitely gonna be keeping this because, again, I kind of go through a good bit of highlighter, especially when I'm getting ready for a show. So I'm definitely gonna hang on to this. Again, I never said this was gonna be cutthroat, you guys. Okay, so I kind of missed this with the blush and the bronzers. This is a Cargo, it's like a deluxe sample blush and bronzer duo. The blush is in Catalina and the bronzer is in medium, and I got this a couple years ago in a beauty subscription, and it's really pretty. I actually really like this a lot. I use this quite a bit. It's got a bronzer, which you can't, okay, it's gonna be a little light for my skin at this time of year. It's slightly shimmery, but not too bad. And then the blush is really pretty, and I don't really have a blush that's this color at the moment. It's kind of like a nice pop of pink, but not too bad. So I really do enjoy this, and so I sometimes tend to bring this on vacation. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this. Oh my God, so you guys, okay, I love this stuff. They don't sell it in Ulta anymore. I don't know if it can still be bought on the website, but this is the Dandelion Shy Beam. And basically what it is, it's a nude pink matte radiance highlighter. Yeah, it is a matte highlighter. I know, but I love this stuff when I do my makeup natural. And it's it kind of gives you a lit from within glow without making you shiny. But it doesn't look very good on my hand, but I'm telling you, you guys, this sparingly on your face really gives you a glow that is not shiny. Very good for like if you're gonna be like outside and you just don't wanna deal with that shine or anything like that. I really like this product. Comment below if you've ever used this and what you think of it. I know it's kind of weird. I don't know if people have liked this product or not. But I do. Like I said, I might be weird, but yeah, definitely keeping this. Then I've got the Hard Candy Fairy Dust Highlighter. This is in Just Glow. I found this at Dollar Tree, and I put it in a video not too long ago. It's a little crazy. I think when I used it, I just kind of swirled the colors together. But you can see it is so pretty. You've got this pink, blue, and purple kind of iridescent, or you can swirl them together and get an effect. I would love to actually try this as like eyeshadow, especially that blue. And yeah, and I found it at the Dollar Tree for $1. So very, very happy. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. And then I've got this, and this, you guys, is old. I got this, I think, at Big Lots. This is the Revlon Age Defying Spa. I know, it's old. Face Illuminator, this is in Bronze Light. And I've had several of these. I've had the Pink Light and I've had the Bare Light. And this is the Bronze Light. And the only thing I could really do with this was mix it in with my foundation, if my foundation was a little light for like the summer, or if I just messed up and bought something that was too light. And it's really not very shimmery. You can kind of see it on the back of my arm. It's really not very shimmery, but it does kind of help darken up my foundation if I need to. So there's a little bit left in here, and I don't know, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let it go. It is really old, really kind of embarrassing at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. It's lived a long life for whatever I paid for it, I am sure. Now, you've seen this a lot. I got this in an Ipsy. It is my Lottie London highlighter. This is in the Good Girl. If you haven't seen it, I will open it up. And it comes in this little plastic. Of course, it's just like a pan. I really need to buy a magnetic palette, and it's really pretty. I really like this, so I'm definitely keeping it. Then we've got these two LA Colors highlighters, and you have seen me use these a lot. This one here is in Glow Time, and this one is in Shine Bright. Shine Bright is kind of like more of a gold, and Glow Time is a little bit more of a pink champagne. I've actually hit pan on this one here, mainly because it crumbled a little bit on me, but that's okay, you know, for $1. These are amazing. You can see they just have, I use them as an inner corner highlight and highlighter, and they are really nice, and for $1, you can't beat it, so I'm definitely keeping these. All right, two more, you guys. So again, when I did my Full Face of Believe Beauty, I bought kind of the whole thing, so I bought a highlighter as well. This is the Radiant Finish highlighter. This is in Pink Pearls. And I think I remember this being really pretty as well. I liked all those products, except the eyelashes. But it's really pretty. It's a little bit on the goldish side, a little bit, I don't know if it's really pink. It might be kind of like a rose. Yeah, it's kind of like a rose gold, really, I would say. It's really the only one I guess I have like in like a rose gold. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. And then last but not least is the Majesty highlighting palette. This is from Shop Miss A with the, you know, the A20 brand that they have. And I can't remember how much I paid for this. I think I paid $5. I only used, I think, one shade in my full face of Shop Miss A. And this palette has a lot of interesting shades. You know, it's got your normal shades, you know, your kind of champagne goldish colors. It's even got the white that we're all used to kind of seeing. But then it's got this really pretty pink and this really pretty gold. So let's kind of go ahead and swatch these. So like I said, I have not really dug into this before yet, but there's the three colors. That gold is something else. That's probably like more, I don't even know. But those two middle shades there are really, really, really pretty. And then you got those shades there. Really pretty. These shades here are just gorgeous. And these are very, very interesting. And then the whites, that's always good for like a little highlight, inner corner highlight or something like that. So yeah, definitely, definitely keeping this for sure. And I have to make, like I said, more Shop Miss A videos, and I've got tons to work with in here. Definitely don't need to buy a highlighter for a while. And then here are the three things that I am going to be passing on to friends. This here has never been opened. It's still got the seal. This had just been swatched for the first time today, and this is very, very, very lightly used, and I think it'll go better with someone else's skin tone. So I'm gonna be throwing away these 4 products. Again, these are just super, super, super old. This just does not go with my skin tone, and it's a little too loved to maybe give away. And then this here, I'm just so sick of dealing with this container for a color that just doesn't look as good on me as it should. So again, I'm really surprised I'm actually throwing away 4 things. So not too awful bad, I don't think. So this is gonna be what is staying in my collection for blush and bronzers and highlighters. So again, it's more than most people need, but not too bad, especially considering I do go through a lot of bronzer especially. So really considering I go through a lot of bronzers, I don't have that many. And I guess I don't have that many because I don't really collect them, and I really, really use them probably more than anything. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy affordable makeup videos. I do lots of Dollar Tree videos, occasional high-end videos, and so definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification as well. That way you don't miss an upload, and don't forget to check my upcoming giveaway. I'll have that linked down below. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.